Morning, everybody. We're delighted you're here. And we have a special guest today. We have Kent Allen joining us, which we're very excited about. We love it when Kent comes to join us because Charlie and Kent and I are doing a show Friday night in Westford, Massachusetts. Hi, Steve Arona, at the Westford Parish Center for the Arts. It's on my Facebook page and on my website, and happy to give you more information. We're going to be doing a show Friday night, 7 o'clock, Westford, Mass, at the Westford Parish Center for the Arts with Kent. And the comments are covering Charlie's face. Let's see if I can change it. There we go. Hi, Steve Arona. Thanks for being here. Hi, Janet Peterson. Hi, Bonnie O'Donnell. Bonnie, I got your note. You got bit by a tick. Honey, we're worried about you. It's tick season, everybody. Hi, Linda Worster. Nice to see you. So we thought we'd start in... Hi, Kathy Marzik. Hi, Chris Bamer from France.
Chris!
Holy cow! Hi, Chris. We're missing singing with you.
Comment vas-tu?
And Marie Eaton, good morning from Bellingham. Nancy Baskett from the West Coast as well. Aloysius is up. Ginny Murphy from Concord. It's Pennacook. It's snowing here in Harrisville too. All right. We thought we should do something... Hi, Pat Spalding. We're just going to play that again. Sorry, while I talk for a minute. Hi, Bunny Barnes. We're going to play this intro over and over again while I talk, because it occurs to me I need to talk. So, I just thought that we'd start on a note that is, what did I say? It's a retelling of another long ago battle that didn't go the way anybody thought it would go. And nobody knows actually how it went because the Roman army is telling the story of what happened to Hannibal, and Hannibal never gets to tell his own story, so we don't know. Good morning, Brenny Olivier. Okay, I think that was enough. That'll be okay. This is called Hannibal Crossed the Alps. If you want to sing along with us, you sing when the boys sing, and you'll get it. Hannibal crossed the Alps. Did you learn that in history? Hannibal crossed the Alps. The elephants were a mystery to the Roman army on the other side. Elephants from Switzerland, boy were they surprised. Hannibal crossed the Alps, he said there's nothing to it. Hannibal crossed the Alps, come on boys, we can do it. Just a little further, and Rome could be taken. Hindsight says Hannibal was mistaken. Hannibal crossed the Alps, he started in Spain. Hannibal crossed the Alps, imagine the baggage train, food and shelter for 100,000 troops. Imagine that on your next morning commute. Hannibal crossed the Alps, can you say Carthaginian? Hannibal,
Hannibal!
Hannibal, Hannibal, Hannibal crossed the Alps. But now we call him Libyan or Phoenician or Tunisian, or to confuse you more, the Romans called it the Punic Wars. Hannibal crossed the Alps, it was brilliant and bold. Hannibal crossed the Alps, his men were very cold. These were not the northern Goths, not the Vandals. These were Africans marching through snow in sandals. Hannibal crossed the Alps a long, long time ago. Hannibal crossed the Alps, that's all you need to know. I know it's a little bit, you could argue that what we just did was tasteless, but I'd like to think that we're trying to cheer you up. Neil Braverman, good morning. Emma Sloniker and her family are going to do a house concert for Charlie and I in Fort Collins the last Saturday in May. Looking forward to coming to Colorado. Neil Braverman says, good morning, dear Charlie, Cozy, and to see you all. Kent, he says with a question mark. Tricia Cronin from Salt Lake City. It's a beautiful spring day in Salt Lake. That's good. It's snowing here. Hi, John McLean. We hope we see you this weekend. John McLean is here. Mark Wilson says, hi, Kent.
Hello, Mark.
Member from Exeter, the Loaf and Ladle. Pat Spalding sends us a heart. Steve Verona says, Charlie's beard is filling in nicely, and he's trimming it well. Decades of beard experience here. Steve, can you send us where you get the tools to trim the beard?
No, but what I want is one of those little things you put on over your head so that it catches.
Charlie's son-in-law trimmed his beard when he was in Montana, and he had something that caught the hair, and Charlie wants it.
Yeah, because
Good
I don't
morning,
wanna
Matthew
I
Ryan.
don't want to get a lot of beard hair in the sink and whatnot.
Connie Jellison, good morning. I'm glad you're coming to camp. Janet Wisniewski from Brussels. We have France and Brussels here. I love it when Kent visits. You guys, sorry I can't make your gig in Massachusetts. Emma Slonaker says, we're so excited. Nancy Dietrich, morning, Cozy. That is my cousin from Texas. Good morning, Nancy Dietrich. Nice to see you. Bonnie O'Donnell. Oh, cool harmony, everybody. Okay. I'm always excited when we get to do these shows. Let's try, I think we said we would do the new song called Call the Cousins, which I wrote this when Kent's brother-in-law passed away. Some of the last words he said were...
Some of the last words was, so it's time to call the cousins.
It's time to call the cousins. And Kent told me that. And that day, I swear that Kent's brother-in-law sent me this song. Pat Spalding says, very tasty tastelessness. Love Hannibal. Thank you. Hi, Sarah Rooney, sweetheart. Nice to see you. Steve Verona says, clean the sink with a wet paper towel and toss the towel. There you go. That's the simple aid. Hi, Raleigh Brown. Good morning. So this was written based on, I believe you told me also says, I'm near the end, because I wouldn't have thought of that line. So I believe he must have also said that as well.
Maybe some artistic license in there. But
There might be. He said, it's time to call the cousins. I am near the end. There's a light under the door. This is where my river bends. The room is growing dim, and I am growing cold. It's time to call the cousins. I am grown old. Call the cousins, the neighbors and relations. Call the saints and all the angels to their stations. Tell the sparrow I am gone, and the world can move on. Call the cousins. Who knows what is coming for the well-worn heart? The faraway shore, the moment we part, weighted to the ground, but imagining wings. Call the cousins, it's a mystery, but at the end we always sing. Call the cousins, the neighbors and relations. Call the saints and all the angels to their stations. Tell the sparrow I am gone, and the world can move on. Call the cousins. Here's the river where we wait for the boat to appear. Is the mystery where we go, or that we were ever here? Call the cousins, the neighbors and relations. Call the saints, all the angels to their stations. Tell the sparrow I am gone, and the world will move on. Call the cousins. Call the cousins. Kathy Marzik says, this is giving me goosebumps and a lump in my throat. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Neil Braverman, giving Ginny, me as well. I use paper towel in the sink and no problem. Charlie, somebody pasted in the longest, Chris Bamer pasted in, I believe, adjustable catch. It's an adjustable catch. Chris Bamer sent you a link for how to get. Thank you, Chris Bamer.
Chris.
And Kathy Marzik sent you
thanks
one
for
too.
all the nice suggestions.
Here's Kathy Marzik, Amazon.com, beard bib hair catcher.
Yeah, that's...
You've gotten 2 links. Okay, thank you guys. We appreciate those. Carol Pred, good morning. Hi all, late. I was waiting for 10:30 and I got distracted. Mary Williston, good morning. All right, number 3 was Open Your Mouth, Kent. That's that new one where we had a rehearsal last night. Kent came over, and that's when I'm going to bring up the fact that Kent drove 2 hours for this rehearsal, and he will drive 2 hours home. So this is the only day that I talk about the PayPal and the Venmo link in case anybody wants to contribute to the Kent Gas Fund. And to remind those who are just showing up from the Northeast, we are going to be playing in Westford, Massachusetts this Friday night, 7 o'clock at the Westford PCA. And there's information on our website. So, this is my song that I wrote recently that we've been trying. and about the fact that in second grade I had a secret desire to be part of the Jackson 5. Everybody ready?
I just remembered I was playing guitar.
It's a guitar song. And the solo, let's talk about this, because last night, we're rehearsing this, because last night we changed this, so there's a solo, which is the minor section, after the second chorus. Hi, Suze Allen. We listened to your memoir the other night. Lovely. In second grade, I dreamed that I was part of the Jackson 5. And just like Michael, I could open my mouth and sing. Hi, Barry. Hi, Linda. He had white bell bottoms, he was spinning around. If only I could learn to make that sound. And just like Michael, open my mouth and sing. Hi, Peter. So do what you love, do what you dream, do what you see up there on the screen, and get on out there, make all the noise you can. Open your mouth and sing. Open your mouth and sing. And over the years, my heroes change. If I listed them now, the list might seem strange. I'll just tell you Barry Manilow had a moment in the sun. And then Joni and Bonnie and Emmylou, and these names will not be a surprise to you. Late 20th century girl with guitar likes to sing. So do what you love, do what you dream, do what you see up there on the screen, and get on out there, make all the noise you can. Open your mouth and sing. Open your mouth and sing. Here comes Ken. Hi, Larry. And over and my heroes now, sorry, they're old like me. They could walk and talk in 1973, and they remember the Jackson 5. But what they do, it's still magic to me. 6 strings, 88 keys, the miracle of a song coming alive. So do what you love, do what you dream, do what you see up there on the screen, and get on out there, make all the noise you can. Maybe there is a right and a wrong way to do it. It doesn't always help to think through it, 'cause there are mysteries we do not understand. Open your mouth and sing. 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 Hi, Rumiko. Nice, Cat. What did you call that? The
major pentatonic
the major
scale.
pentatonic scale there
Makes
at the end.
Go round.
But let's talk about those octaves you were playing, because Kent last night, who would know this but Kent, said that the Jackson 5 were famous for
Like, and songs like I Want You Back, they just were always going.
Who else would remember that?
So
It's
we want to play a
Kent.
cozy song.
Yeah. Neil Braverman, your harmonies are musical arrays, just perfect for this song. Thank you. Venmo's on the way. Linda Worcester, Ginny Murphy, has Charlie's injury healed? He's doing a lot better. He's going skiing today. Kathy Marzik, pay attention to what children pay the most attention to when they are young. Often that turns out to be what they do as adults. That happens to lots of people I know, including me. Thank you, Kathy. Tom Richardson, good morning. Nice to see you. Larry Pattis showed up. Larry, nice to see you. Peter Martell is here, our sound man from next 2 weeks from now, when we're in the Dub Hub. Judy Abbey from the West Coast. Chris Bamer says, I'm sorry I can't come enjoy your show. We miss you, Chris. If you come back to the East Coast, you let us know. Kim Wallach, who we saw this weekend at the Bob Franke tribute.
Yeah. Good job, Kim.
and Matthew Ryan, who has a new CD out. Matthew, great job on the CD. Okay, number 3. What was going to be 4? Let's see. Oh, Canada. That's a piano song.
Okay.
As I said yesterday, Kent came over and we had a rehearsal. We're in B flat for this. And some of the songs that Charlie and I have been doing, we added some solos in them, so we thought this would be a good time to rehearse those. I don't think John Ferrulo's here yet.
We add a solo in this song.
We added a solo in this song, so at the end of the second chorus, you go, and then straight into the solo, and at the end of the solo, I sing the third verse, in case you all want to follow along.
So what's the solo?
The solo is the chorus, again. So do chorus twice in a row. United States of America, I was born and raised. My parents believed in this country, that it had its righteous ways. They marched, they voted, they did what they thought was right. United States of my parents, do we say goodnight? Oh, Canada, land of the free. If I cross the northern border, would you welcome me? Oh, Canada, land of the free. If I cross the border, would you welcome me? United States of my parents, it was the march for civil rights. Selma, Alabama, on the TV at night. Vietnam in the 60s, it was a dark time. When they died, my parents believed we had left the dark behind. Oh, Canada, land of the free. If I cross the northern border, would you welcome me? Oh, Canada, land of the free. If I cross the border, would you welcome me? This is why we rehearse. Democratic Convention, Chicago, 1968. My mother went to Grant Park. She was a New Hampshire delegate. Saw police with batons beat people on the head. She believed that time was gone. Thank God my mother is dead. Oh, Canada, land of the free. If I cross the northern border, would you welcome me? Oh, Canada, land of the free. If I cross the border, would you welcome me? If I cross the border, would you welcome me? Hi, Andy Nettle, nice to see you. It says it's great to see you in Olympic 4. Looking forward. Yeah, we're going to come to a house concert with you. Neil Braverman tells Chris that he misses her. We all do. Kathy Marzik, beautiful, just what we need. How sad that we need a song like this. Yeah. Brenda Curry, good morning. Remember Brenda Curry?
Brenda Curry,
From the press room, yeah. Your song makes me cry, said Chris Bamer. Barry Kasendorf, James Keelahan was here visiting. Interesting hearing the Canadian perspective. I bet it was. So does that solo work? I don't know.
It worked for me.
Did it work?
I messed up. I'm sorry.
Is that what happened? Okay, it just felt like it didn't happen. There's times in a performance when you think all of a sudden the energy is not working the way I thought. And it used to be when I was younger, that was when a little bit of sweat would roll down the back of my neck. But it didn't this time. We're okay. All right, let's do the landlord, boys and girls.
Insufficient repetitions for the old guy.
Yeah. This is an old song that we know quite well. Sarah Rooney. Is that one recorded somewhere? Not yet. Not yet, Sarah, but thanks for asking. So this song was written many years ago when I rented out my house in Moab. And it didn't quite work out the way I expected. Brent Olivier. Sounded great out here. Nice piano solo. There you go.
Oh, thank you.
All right, everybody ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I am your landlord. I thought I'd drop by to see what you done to the house. You know the coffee maker goes on the other side of the sink, next to the toaster. What do you mean you don't have a toaster? What's wrong with you? And I am your landlord. I have firm ideas about what is clean, how it's next to godliness, and this house isn't going to heaven with that bathroom. Let's just close the door. I thought they were just the two of you. I didn't know about your 15 friends who would come by to do their laundry every weekend. I'm your landlord. Tension with the tenants. I'm your landlord. Pay your rent with some repentance. I'm your landlord. Confrontation over the occupation of my house. And I am your landlord. I think some things are right and some are wrong. I don't think the kitchen is where the guest bed belongs. What's in the guest bedroom? Should we open that door? I know that you said that your sister, she's living out on the land. I think she and her dog are living in the driveway in that white camper van. I'm your landlord. Attention with the tenants. I'm your landlord. Pay your rent with some repentance. I'm your landlord. Confrontation over the occupation of this house. Your blinds. I'm your landlord. Just one more time. I'm your landlord. Confrontation over the occupation of my house. Nice, guys. Very nice. That is so fun to play with Ken.
Boogie, woogie.
Ooh, nice piano, says Bonnie O'Donnell.
Yeah, awesome piano.
Aloysius sends us many hearts. Emma Sloniker, that boogie blues piano is helping me start the day off dancing. Stay groovy, Ken. And that's coming from a woman who runs a blues band. She fronts a blues band.
Could I give a quick tribute to my piano teacher?
Yes.
My only claim to fame is that I took piano lessons from Steven Tyler's grandmother,
That's right. Mrs.
T.
Mrs.
Mrs. Tallarico.
Mrs. Tallarico in London, New Hampshire.
That's correct.
We used to wait on Lake Sunapee in the store to hoping that Steven Tyler might come in
Absolutely.
to the gas station.
A Steven sighting.
And one time I got one. I had one Steven Tyler sighting in the mini mart in Sunapee, New Hampshire.
And Mrs. T's favorite thing to say to me, and I deserved it, was she said, "Kent, I didn't come here to hear you practice."
There's a cautionary tale.
Wow.
Ooh, that's cold.
All right, let's play Heaven Bound, because you do such a beautiful job in that, Kent. I don't know, you guys can't see this, but up there on these shelves, one of my cats is attacking the other, and there's like a battle going on, a silent battle right there.
This is when rather than love each other, when they're hating each other.
This is when they're hating each other, yeah. So I'd like to remind you that we're playing Friday night in Western Mass. If you have any friends in the area, send them on down. Barry Kasendorf says, great piano. Tricia Cronin sends us many clappings. Ginny Murphy, great piano, great energy. Tom Smith, good morning.
Yeah, Tom.
I think we might see Tom. I think I saw Margot post that she might see us this Friday. Neil Braverman, Cozy, you were sounding so uplifting. You can be my landlord anytime. Well, actually, I don't know if you want me as a landlord. Janet Wisniewski, hope it's okay. I used PayPal to send instead of Venmo. That's fine. Connie Jellison, Paul was my first landlord and I married him. Ooh, nice. I like that story. Okay, Burn, says Chris Boehner. Burning. I think that's about the solo. So this song I wrote a long time ago, and 2015 maybe, or 2016. And when we recorded it, Kent had never played this on piano. He comes in to do the rest when we're making the CD last winter. And he comes in and I say, you want to try this other song? He's never heard it. He sits in the control room with a pencil and he's writing out the changes as we're playing him what we've already recorded. Are we going to hear these on 425? Yes, you are, Pat. At the Dub Hub in Dublin, New Hampshire, April 25. We're playing there as well. Anyway, he writes down his chart, he goes in, and he nails it on the first take. This is a song I wrote after both my parents had died, when I discovered that I had really assumed that my mom was going to stay in touch after she left. And she didn't seem to be. Well, I expected that somehow we'd stay connected. I'd receive some sort of directive. You would find a door in the wall, but it's been quiet. I think by now you'd have tried it. Maybe it's time to decide it's that you are not gonna come at all. We're here and then we're gone on a one-way ticket, heaven bound. The ashes in the box is in the ground. I don't know what I believe. Maybe we're here and then we leave on a one-way ticket, heaven bound. Your neighbor next door asked for a statue of yours. I didn't know what she wanted it for, till she said that you visit in the night and that she's able to see you move things on a table. The statue was always unstable. It would never stand upright. We're here and then we're gone on a one-way ticket, heaven bound. The ashes in the box is in the ground. I don't know what I believe. Maybe we're here and then we leave on a one-way ticket, heaven bound. I arrived at the old man's bedside moments after he died. On a winter afternoon, he was freed from where he'd been trapped in that armchair. And as I sat there, I had the sense there was a happy light in the room, a sweetness breaking through on the way to a one-way ticket, heaven bound. The ashes in the box is in the ground. I don't know what I believe. Maybe we're here and then we leave, but I think he said hello before goodbye. And you were in a hurry, 'cause your body was in pain. Who knows what you had to do to get on that train for the one-way ticket, heaven bound. The ashes in the box is in the ground. I don't know what I believe. Maybe we're here and then we leave on a one-way ticket, heaven bound. A one-way ticket, heaven bound. Ooh, nice. I love playing that with you, Kent.
Yeah.
And I want to say Kent played at both of my parents' funerals. You were there at both of them. And I'm so grateful for that.
I'm very grateful for your parents.
Yeah, you were sweet. Kent has known me long enough that he knew my parents. I love that. Judy Abbey sends us hearts. Julia Logan from Exeter. My Exie friend, snowing in Framingham. Glad to have music to lift your spirits. I'm glad you're here, Julia. Janet Shields Lagergren, thanks to you guys for half an hour of relaxation today, which is definitely a day of tension, uncertainty. It is, totally. We're going to go out with one more song. We're going to go out with Claude's Cookies because we're going to play it this weekend. Because Claude, I think, is going to be there. I heard that he might be helping on setup. I'd like to remind you about the Venmo and the PayPal link, which, bless her heart, Kathy Marzik just posted. Kent drove 2 hours for the rehearsal, and he's going to drive 2 hours home. And we'd like to give him some gas money. And we're going to be playing this Friday night in Westford, Massachusetts, at the Westford PCA. And the last Saturday in April, we're going to be at the Dub Hub in Dublin, New Hampshire. And then the first Saturday in May, we're going to be at the Unitarian Church in Durham, New Hampshire. And then Friday the 16th of May, we're going to be in Deerfield, New Hampshire at the Deerfield Coffee House. So we're going to be playing all over New England. John McLean says he sees us Friday. Nice. I'm glad to hear
Nice,
that.
John.
Good.
Look
Thank you,
forward to
John.
seeing
We
you,
look
bud.
forward to seeing you. So let's go out on our one song that has the great Charlie's favorite line. It's like living in a world where the president is kind.
Yeah. Is this an
This is an A flat. Hey, George Eberstadt, another Exie. Am I in the right key, Ken, if I'm in A flat? Claude makes his cookies, each one with care, in his kitchen while he hums a little tune. And his music puts a little bit of magic in there. He'll be mailing them out to you soon. And when you taste them, it's like waking up from a happy dream to find your neighbor came and washed all your windows clean. The world would be a better place if we all held hands and said grace and ate Claude's cookies. If you're sad and all alone, he'll send some to you. Claude's cookies, when the next batch is done. It will gladden up your home if you're every kind of blue. Claude's cookies, as bright as the sun. It's like living in a world where the president is kind. Claude's cookies are good for your heart and your mind. The world would be a better place if we all held hands and said grace and ate Claude's cookies. Oh, he makes an oatmeal raisin that cannot be beat, a mouthful of education in the school of soft and sweet. It's like living in a world where the president is kind. Claude's cookies are good for your heart and your mind. The world would be a better place if we all held hands and said grace and ate Claude's cookies. Eat Claude's cookies. Oh, nice, boys. Thank you. And I want to point out, thank you so much. Someone mentioned that Charlie and I are going to be playing with Sloan Wainwright and Susan Catano at Passim in Cambridge on Thursday, May 7. So thank you for putting that list in here. Beacon Passim's. Neil Braidman says, Passim's in May. I may be able to make that one. Beacon Beats Music. So nice to hear you this morning. I'll be at Cozy at Passim in early May. It's Ken Matson. Hi, Ken. Nice to see you. All right. So we want to thank you for joining us. And I want to thank Kent for driving over.
thanks,
This was
Ken.
so fun. Could you tell how much fun I had? I had a great time.
I had a good time too.
Good.
we all
And the
had
cats had a good time. You don't know that,
times.
but behind the screen there was some cat movement.
There was a regular cat rodeo.
There was a cat rodeo. Yeah, we had and we just kept it going. Good for us. I'd like to tell you that we hope you have a good week. We'll see you again next week. Please take care of yourselves, and let's all keep our fingers crossed that we can meet next week. That the world is going to make it through this. So watch enough news to remain informed, and then take a good walk outside where it's beautiful. Julia Logan, snowing in France. Oh no, you've already said that. Sorry, Julia. Jenna Wisniewski saying goodbye. Carol Bread saying goodbye. Happy ending, says Kathy Marzik. Just what we needed. Brenny Olivier, here's to kindness. I miss you all, says Chris Bamer. We miss you too. Kim
Yeah,
Wallach
Chris.
says thank you. It can happen again, says Carol Pred. Yeah, it can. We can have a kind president again. There we go. Let's just all hope for that. Pat Spalding, that was great. Thank you. All right, we'll see you all next week, and I hope to see some of you Friday in Worcester or Saturday the 25th in Dublin. Thanks for being here, Sarah. Okay, take care. Bye. I got to figure out how to turn this thing off. Hold on. Where's the button? I gotta find the stop button. Where's the button? Okay, I'm gonna have to keep talking to you. Gotta find the button. It's hiding. Button. Where are you, button? Come on, button. You guys have no idea what's happening right now with the screen. It's going everywhere weird. There. Thank you, Ken.